Okay.
Hello, Elena. Thank you so much for helping with my project. Could you say a little bit about yourself?
My pleasure. My pleasure to be part of this initiative. And to everyone that is watching this, hello. My name is Elena, and I'm a writer and an author. And I've been starting to fall in love with this trip to space in 2017 when I discovered Elon Musk and his company SpaceX.
Could you talk about some of the things that you write?
Right now, I am in a project. This is in Spanish. I'm your justice.
Oh, okay. Yes. Awesome.
It's big and fat.
Exactly. Lots of work.
And this project, I cannot tell too much about this because some secrets are better to not run away freely. But all I can say about this project is that there is a lot of action here in Earth, but also I am looking at the sky. And yes, there is some action referring to space, not too much. And renewable energies are one of the points that I am emphasizing in this story. This is science fiction and also a little bit of romance. It's police novel, but I'm also starting to think about a story that will be 100% performed in Mars.
That's amazing. Now
these are just thoughts. I really need to find my voice in all this new thing because it's really new thing. I'm getting inspiration from here and there, and I really need to find my voice. So probably this is going to be the next story after I'm Your Justice.
Now, you mentioned that you started to get interested in space in 2017 because of something you saw about Elon Musk. Do you remember what that was, how it got your attention?
Yes, that was a video. A video where actually it wasn't, how can I put it? It wasn't because I was interested in SpaceX. I was interested to know about more about this man, Elon Musk. And I saw that video where the rocket was landing on the landing pad, and I saw him so emotional and with the hands like this, and I thought, well, this man is really it seems to have a real feel about this. So I started to get interested and getting in touch with tweeting with the community that supports SpaceX. I started to get involved, and also I started to see to read more researches about space and what we can do, science, and how this can help in the future of humanity. And also I found on science and all these researches that this can be a point of union between all humankind. So I think this is more than amazing. And to be true, I love the liftoff.
That is awesome. Yeah, no, those videos are definitely neat to see, actually, the activity.
Yes.
But I was also curious when and how you found out that NASA was planning to send astronauts back to the moon.
Actually, I didn't know about NASA, but I knew about SpaceX. And I was starting to think about, well, how would that be that SpaceX would land in the moon? Because I did not know that much about NASA as I knew about SpaceX, and that's how I arrived to that information about NASA. But first of all, I was thinking about SpaceX. And it's kind of pleasure for me to know that NASA will use a SpaceX rocket, Starship, to go to the moon.
And you know, the last time we had people walking on the moon was 1972. Can you believe it was so long ago? I mean, that was like, what, 60 years ago? 50 years ago?
Yeah.
50 years ago. Yeah.
It's amazing that we could do that at that time, and we did not get back in all this period of time. But it's amazing that now we have private companies like SpaceX that can do this, and have NASA and all scientists all around the world to get a future better. And I'm so emotional about this. So excited.
So when you think about the future of humanity, like 200 years from now, what would you like to see? I mean, like, how far would we have gotten in terms of is everybody still just living on the Earth and taking little trips places, or do we have people living on the moon and people living on Mars and people living on the moons of Jupiter and Saturn? Like, where do you see us in 200 years?
Vacational space trips. This is what I'm saying. Of course, at the beginning, this will be a very tough task, because acclimatization is one of the challenges that I think we need to really start working on, because the moon and Mars are not as nice to live in as it is Earth. But we can do it if we push hard and if we work together. So for the coming future, actually, I do think like there will be hotels in the moon, where you can go with your partner, and even Mars. There will be vacational trips and cities. I do remember that I read on Elon Musk book, a biography, that he was in possession of two posters. The one with the Mars planet, that the way it is right now, right? And the other one that it was green as our planet Earth. And I think that the first thing that we should do when we arrive to Mars, apart of car racing, Tesla cars racing, that will be plant some plants. Because can you wait a minute, please?
Oh, sure.
I will be back right now.
Oh, wow.
Nice. I really do believe that we are going to be enclosed in a kind of glass sphere to maintain the atmosphere, and plants are really doing a very good job at maintaining an atmosphere. This was closed 2 months ago, and it's still alive. It's still green. And
do you have any animals in there?
Yes, a kitten.
Oh, no, I mean in the glass bottle. Is there?
No. No. There's no animal here.
No animal in there. It's like I didn't know, like maybe ants or crickets or flies.
Have you seen Ad Astra, the film?
Oh, what is the name of it again?
Ad Astra.
Ad Astra.
With Brad Pitt.
Yes, where they're trying to look for a solution from outer space, a message. And his father, they think he's gone crazy, and they're using Brad Pitt to try to trick him. Yes.
The thing that really touched me on the film, it was he arrived to Mars, and he was enclosed in a room, and he was seeing kind of projections of Earth ambience, like grass, birds, the singing of the birds, and I really think that that is a little bit sad, and that's why I wanted to present this as one of the solutions to not make it that sad as it was in Astra. And yeah, as I said, I think that's one of the biggest problems that we will have when we will arrive to Mars, because we will miss a lot what we have in Earth, here in Earth.
Yeah, indeed. You know, I've been to, like, here at the Houston Zoo, they used to have this building that you could walk in, and like the birds were flying in the place that you were, and it felt like you were really outside. I could see us having places like that on the moon and Mars, you know, that gives us a sense of being outside. And you know, we have like this rainforest pyramid where you can walk through, and aquarium pyramid. Anyway, so I've seen places like that. I think you're right. I think that's what we need. We can't go alone. We need to bring all of life with us.
Yes, and also the idea came with Photoshop that I found on Twitter of a starman and a roaster and the city on Mars. That Photoshop was beautiful. I wish I had that on my phone right now, but I do not. I'm sorry.
So if it was safe and affordable, would you take a trip to space?
If it's affordable, yes. Elon Musk said that it will be within a decade affordable to go to space. What I would love from going to space, the first thing is the liftoff, of course. Have you ever been in a Tesla?
In a Tesla? I've been in a Tesla one time. Yeah, or two times.
With the ludicrous or the plate mode?
I've not done it in the plaid mode, no.
You've done that? But no. I was one time at the Madrid Pro Tesla, but they did not have the plate or the ludicrous mode. Of course, the ludicrous at that time, the plate right now. But imagine if you were, because you have seen some videos on internet and you can see how the people is literally
yes, just like that
on the seats. And think about if you feel that in a car, what would you feel in that rocket? I think that would be amazing, and with a good song, that would be like my heart is going to the stars faster than me. So yes, that's one of the things, and the other one is getting closer and closer to the stars, because as humanity we have from the beginning of the times looking at the beauty of the night and the bright the shine of the stars, and we wanted to touch them, we wanted to see more of them closer. Now we can because of technology, but imagine the feeling of being that close to a star, or seeing even closer than from Earth. That's a feeling that, well, it's unexplainable.
It will be amazing. But if you had a chance to go to space, how far would you go? Just to orbit, to the moon? Would you consider immigrating to Mars?
As far as I can.
As far
to explore, to know more.
Well, and I kind of asked you, you know, what you thought about the future in 200 years. I like to turn that question around. So imagine your descendants have gone to Mars and they've been on Mars for 200 years. And now your great granddaughter is on Mars in school, you know, in high school, and she's doing a history project on the 2020s, on this time that we're on now. So she's 200 years in the future looking back at you. What do you hope she can write about our time now?
Our time is not easy to understand right now, even for us. I think time will make it easier to understand. Of sure, from Mars too. But what I would want to transmit to her is not just about our time, is for her heart, and that's something that I think would help her to understand not even the time he is on, our time or the future, the past, everything. Is to stay pure, to stay in her ideas, to try to be in the shoes of another one, to try to understand our history, and to not demonize what happened, or to, how can I put it? It is very easy to blame someone without knowing his reasons. And that's why I think she or he should stay positive, because positive mind is the key of success, for her future, for our present, and for the present, for the future we are going to have. History is something that we cannot understand. Is something that we have learned in a university, that there are versions. And her heart, I think, is the best way to guide her through that project that she is trying to study and write and present to the teacher.
Well, that's awesome. I definitely agree with you. It's at the present, it's always difficult to understand. I wonder if it's always been that case, though, that we look in the past and it makes sense to us, but maybe at the time the people were confused.
Yes, actually it was, and even from now on, I do remember my teacher history, that he was an amazing person, and he advised us more or less the same thing that I was repeating. The heart is the only one that knows how to interpret even the present, the future, or the past. So listen to it.
Well, Elena, thank you so much for participating in my project. But before we go, is there anything that you wanted to talk about that we didn't get a chance to?
Yes. The motivation think about going to space for the other people, I think we do not touch that topic. And I would like to say to the people that is right now saying that, well, another day, another kind of data that I do have at the end of the day. But as we see the astronauts going often more regular than yesterday or 10 years, or even from 1972, that would be something to not ignore, because that would be something that within 10 years would be a very normal reality. And imagine that you have a kid that is 5 years old now, and in school, within a decade, he will say, I want to be an astronaut, and that would be a normal reality. Nowadays, it's not that normal. Probably they would look like, well, it's your dream, not mine. Good luck with it. But I would like to say that space exploration now is very important, and even the times we're living in, this is a very great moment to be alive and to watch what is happening right now with SpaceX, NASA, and all the beginning of the space exploration. And to make them know my opinion is that we are going back to our origins, because in the universe, the universe is within us, as Carl Sagan says one time. And we are going back to know those origins, and going back to that knowledge that is left behind by the universe. So stay into that and keep an eye on it, even though if it's at the end of the day. keep your interest in space.